Hi, I'm George Ferguson, and I'm the instructor for this semester's MG 6130 Corporate Social Responsibility. First of all, I'd just like to welcome you to the class. I'm looking forward to a really good semester. Secondly, please feel free to call me anytime or send me an email. If you ever have any questions or you need some help on something, give me a shout. If you call and you get voicemail, just leave a message and I'll get back to you just as quickly as I can. Now, what we're going to be doing in this video is going over the syllabus primarily, looking at the requirements and the expectations for the class. So when you pull up the syllabus and start looking at some of the things that are necessary, first of all, you'll see my contact information. Again, give me a shout anytime if you have questions or you need some help. Has my availability, my office hours, and things like this. The course description. Primarily what we're doing in this course is looking at the idea of ethics and corporate social responsibility. And one of the things we want to do is take it back to your organization and to you, how it is that you are going to use this. There's going to be different ideas, different ways of approaching things. Many times we start talking about corporate social responsibility, there may not be one right way. So we want to look at both the pros and cons, ins and outs of all the various issues. As far as the required materials, the textbook that we're using is online and it's free. There's a link here, and there's also links throughout the course as far as accessing the materials that are necessary. You'll see you also need the Blackboard site and also the Wall Street Journal. We use the Wall Street Journal in all of the classes. You see the learning objectives, defining CSR and the purpose, evaluating the business decisions that we make, examining the effects of our values and others' values on the business decisions that we are making, and then thinking about what our responsibility as business leaders are when it comes to corporate social responsibility. We are going to be doing various discussions, writing papers throughout the semester. So you'll see that there are 7 discussion forums. Each one's worth 10 points. 7 weekly papers, anywhere from 2 to 5 pages. It's a guideline, 10 points each. And then a final case analysis, typically 7 to 10 pages long. That's worth 40 points. So you can see the total number of points that you can earn. Then you have the breakdown as far as the grades. This includes the new A- that we have in the School of Management. The course requirements. Now, the week for the course goes from Monday through Sunday. Now, there is a couple of weeks in there that are short due to the Easter holiday. Each week, you're going to have a series of readings, possibly some videos to watch, things like this, a discussion that goes along with it, and then also a mini paper to write. Now, with the discussion forums, the way we've set it up is that there's a series of debates. In other words, at the end of each of the chapters in the text, there's a case and a pro and a con that goes with this particular, a question that goes with the case. And what we're doing is we're setting it up so that the class is divided into half, 2 groups. One group will have the pro side, one group will have the con side. Now, it may be something you agree with. It may be something that you don't agree with. What you do, though, is you argue that point of view within the discussion board. Now, with the discussion boards, what you want to do is have your initial post by Thursday at the latest, where you are putting in your comments, your suggestions as far as your side in that debate. And then a minimum of 3 significant responses to others' posts by Sunday. Now, when I say significant, it's something more than just gnarly post, dude, sort of thing. It's where you are bringing in new information, new ideas, new concepts, articles, experience, things like this. You're challenging some of the other folks' thinking. And so you want to get involved. Now, by meeting the minimum of the initial post by Thursday and 3 significant posts by Sunday, that is a C. Okay, just meeting minimums is a C. In other words, it's average. In order to improve your grade, you get involved earlier. You get involved more. You provide more information. You give other new articles, challenge others' thinking and things. The more involvement you have, the better the grade. And you'll see more of that as we go through the semester and the feedback that I give. Now, at the end of each week, by the end of each week, you need to have your reflection paper where you are submitting the answers to the questions at the end of the chapter and a reflection on how you might use some of these concepts. What did you learn during the week? At the end of the semester, there's going to be a final paper. There are 4 cases. You choose one. And what you do is you go into depth as far as the corporate social responsibility and ethics concepts for that case. And we'll talk more about that as we go through the semester. Everything is due by the prescribed date. I do not take late papers. If something comes up, give me a shout. We can work things through. Now, one of the things that's really important, in my opinion, is that all students, everyone, has the right to express their opinion on things. You may not agree. That's okay. The thing is, everybody has to have the opportunity to express their point of view. As I said, there's no black and white. There's no right and wrong many times when it comes to corporate social responsibility. And you're going to see some things that you may agree with and you may not. You may have to argue a point of view that you disagree with. The whole idea behind this is to give you a look at both sides of an argument when it comes to these concepts. Then in here you have your typical makeup exam policy. We don't have any exams. We don't have to worry about that. Attendance, you participate, you're attending. Make sure that you have a computer that meets the technology requirements for the school. Communication. You can call me anytime. And if I'm not available, please leave a message with a number and a good time to get back to you. When it comes to email, use only your Rockhurst email. If you send me something from a personal email, like a Gmail account or something, I'm going to ignore it. The whole idea behind this is to protect your privacy and the security that goes along with it. You have the online Wall Street subscription. Make sure you're reading the Wall Street Daily. There's the academic honesty policy. In other words, don't cheat. If you have a complaint, there's a process that goes along with it. We do course assessments, and this is primarily for AACSB accreditation. We're not doing an assessment of this class this semester. The ADA statement. If you need accommodations, please make sure you do everything you can to get to the Disability Resource Center and get the accommodations that you need. You're owed that. If you need it, make sure you take advantage of it. There's all kinds of student resources that are available to you. I'd really like to point out things like Access Disability Services, Campus Ministry. These are things that can help you out throughout the semester. These are things that are available to you no matter what. When it comes to crisis management, make sure that you're aware of what it is that's going on around you. Keep your eyes and ears open. Make sure you contribute or sign up for rock alerts in case something happens. You'll be notified of it. Communications, again, only the Rockhurst email account. Make sure your address and phone number is up to date in the web in the student access services. Now, the counseling center is available to you also. That whole idea of care for the whole person is really important. So if you need some help, contact the counseling center. If you feel you've been harassed or discriminated against, or you see others that have been harassed, please make sure you follow through on the process that we have for that. You have your student handbook and then course withdrawals. Now, as far as the schedule is concerned, you'll see that there's various colors and by week and things like that. I'm very visual. Give me color. You'll see that it's set up by week where we have the topics and then also the assignments that go along with that. Black are readings. Green are the discussion boards. And then red are the papers that need to be submitted to Blackboard. So you'll see that each week we'll have a reading, we'll have a discussion board, and then a paper that needs to be submitted. The requirements for the paper are in the earlier in the syllabus, and then also within Blackboard. You'll see that the semester ends week 8 on Friday, 5/10, as far as the class is concerned. You'll see that we do have a couple of short weeks. Week 5 is a short week because of the Easter holiday. So in that week, instead of having everything done by Sunday, it needs to be done by Thursday. Everything needs to be submitted by Thursday. Week 6 starts late. Doesn't start until Tuesday instead of Monday. So be aware of the dates and things that are necessary. And then some other dates to remember. The last day to withdraw without a W is the 25th. The last day to withdraw from the class completely is the April 29th. So those are some key points as far as the syllabus and the course expectations are concerned. If you have other questions, please feel free to give me a call.